Hmm. What is going on, everybody? Good morning, good afternoon, good evening. I hope everyone, as always, is having a fantastic day, boys and gals. We are just hanging out today, having some fun, checking out some crypto news, checking out the crypto prices. Bitcoin currently sitting at 65,302, bouncing off the 50-day MA. And of course, just checking out what we got going on in the ecosystem of the Pulse chain as well. So, as always, boys and gals, I hope y'all are having a fantastic Friday or having a fantastic Thursday. Today is May 16th of 2024. Where you going, pretty girl? Joined with a beautiful little snaker today. This is one of our snakes in the house right now. Anyways, just having fun hanging out. Hope everyone is always just having a fantastic Thursday as well, boys and gals. So, currently, Bitcoin sitting at 65,000. Let's just pull up the actual information over here on that as well. Currently, Bitcoin sitting at $65,314. You can see as of yesterday, just about an hour ago, we had the closing a bounce off right around the 50-day MA. So we're checking out what's going on there, seeing what's happening. And again, the 200-day MA is all the way down into the 51K region. That would be a pretty crazy shock to the crypto world to see something get that low. But again, we've seen crazier things happen. And at this point in time, we still have yet to even see a 30% dip from the previous all-time high. So let's just take a little look. Yeah, 30% would still put us in this 51K region as well. So could it happen? Absolutely. That's part of the fun of crypto, y'all. Those are just buying opportunities for those of y'all looking to get into the market. However, we are still playing in the two zones where I see a nice support, a nice resistance. We are definitely playing in this little parallel channel right now as it goes sideways. And we're going to be checking out how it goes along the week. So we've almost closed out halfway through May, folks, if you can believe that already, guys. Again, this year for me seems to be flying by because every single time I hop on, it seems like it's already Friday again. And it's amazing to actually see this happen real time while streaming with you as well. So I hope y'all are all enjoying the streams. If you got stuff that you're curious on, feel free to let me know. She's over here exploring, hanging out, doing the opposite of hanging out and just checking out everything right now. Anyways, we got Ethereum currently sitting at $2,950 once again, bouncing all up in here as well. Yeah, Drix, she's right now. I can just feel her. She's just being a goofball. We got Ethereum sitting at $2,950 right now. Again, we are going to be bouncing within these ranges that I can see until it decides it actually wants to bounce out and actually hold as support and continue to flip up. One thing you're noticing with Ethereum is we're starting to see lower highs be formed each time these new highs are getting put in, or not. Actually, I shouldn't say new highs, but whenever we're getting the tops of whenever it's actually starting to do, we're actually seeing lower highs as well, going all the way back really. I mean, really since beginning of or middle of March. That's when you really started seeing Ethereum do its thing, where it was again up here, down here, down here, down here, down here. So things to be paying attention to if you are wanting to invest in the ecosystem for this crypto token in particular is to just simply have an average strategy, a strategy that you go in where you're going to be putting in some capital, whether it's daily, weekly, monthly, or whatever the time frame is for you. What's up, Benny Davis? How you doing, my friend? Much love to every single one. Yeah, Drix in the house. We got snakes and Christmas for sure. Digital Farmer, what's up? Hope all y'all are having a fantastic day. Hope you're making some money, earning some yield on some passive income sources, however that is for you. There are multiple methods out there to be making money while you're sleeping right now, so definitely be sure to take advantage of those. Yield farming is one of those opportunities that you can actually see. Looking at the overall total market cap in crypto, still sitting at $2.3 trillion right now. So nothing too crazy right here. I guess I'll just say 2.3. Excluding Bitcoin at the total two, we're sitting at basically $1 trillion. And again, outside of the Ethereum and Bitcoin currently sitting at 659 billion. So we are still bouncing all up in these ranges. We are falling below at this point in time, the 50-day MA. So checking that out, keeping that in mind whenever you're actually seeing what's going on. it's a nice way of seeing what's actually happening as well. What's up, A fam? How you doing, my friend? I'll see you in the chat. I hope y'all are all having a great day, man. I heard, unfortunately, there was another situation with the Hex 19 wallet in the Hex ecosystem, but this time on Pulse Chain, where they ended some of the stakes over there on the Pulse Chain side. Man, that just stinks for that particular individual, but hopefully, they have other stakes made at this point in time and all is good. Yeah, the snake wants to come over. What are you doing, Delphine? And just explore overall. Been a while since she's been in the office, so she just wanted to check it all out. She is very active. Got to feed her soon, is my guess. We got crypto total market cap total 10, excluding the top 10. This is the basically the total market cap excluding the top 10. That's what I was trying to say the whole time right there. Currently sitting at $271 billion. Now, folks, I do anticipate this number to get well within the $2 trillion range, whereas the overall crypto market cap for the total crypto market cap, seeing it somewhere in the ballpark of the $15 trillion market cap range, which would just be absolutely beautiful at the overall peak of the where we're seeing it right now. Still a 10 trillion market cap. So a lot of money is still needing to be put in. So I'm not too worried about that. And I wouldn't concern yourself too crazy with it right now at this point in time, but definitely something to keep in mind. That's what's up, Marcus. How you doing, my friend? Again, we can see some ETFs that actually ended up happening. The overall ecosystems for ETFs have been pretty busy, and I think that's part of the initial little rally that you're seeing on some pumps happening. I mean, heck, on May 15th, which was just 2 days ago at this point, or yesterday at this point in time, an influx of 4,500 Bitcoin was purchased through the Bitcoin ETFs. So I can only imagine that when the Ethereum ETF does get approved, we're going to be seeing quite a bit of action happening there as well. Whereas Grayscale is primarily most likely going to be selling their Ethereum ETF. I believe all the other ones who actually are going to be wanting to build positions or have better fees are going to be adding all of this in as well. She just wanted to go everywhere right now today. Well, calm down, pretty girl. Yeah. She wants to say hi, so we're gonna let her say hi real fast. Say hello to the camera. Yeah, what you doing? Checking it all out. You gotta be a good girl. Hang out. Be a good ball python. Alrighty. What else we got going on? Gwei is still sitting damn cheap, y'all. So if you're looking to do anything on the Ethereum network, it is it has been a fantastic time to go about getting it done. If you have stakes that you have in Hex, now is the time to be doing it. If you are wanting to possibly bridge stuff or move stuff or swap tokens or do anything on the Ethereum network, 3 Gwei, guys. Yo, I haven't seen it. I haven't actually ever really seen it hit 3 Gwei. So wow, that is absolutely crazy, right? That is pretty damn cheap. Now, I know it's not cheap in comparison to Pulse Chain, very cheap in comparison to Ethereum. So keep that in mind. If you got stuff that you're looking to do on the Ethereum network, get it done now, because now is definitely the time to be doing that. It's been cheap for quite some time, a little bit over a month now at this point, and a little bit over a month at this point, as a matter of fact. I believe Ethereum has actually been holding below 10 Gwei for now, going on 45, if not 60 days. Yes, there will be some days where you see some crazy little spike up above 10, where you're in the 24 region, 27 region. But I remember a day where, again, I wouldn't transact below 10, or I wouldn't transact above 10. I eventually gave in. I said I wouldn't transact above 20. I eventually gave in, and now it's like, all right, fuck it, man. As long as it's in the 20s, I'll transact. Guys, 3 Gwei, 5 Gwei, less than 10 Gwei. Freaking crazy. Crazy. What's up? Yeah, it is a microphone, pretty girl. Let me get some music on in the background. This shouldn't be too long of a stream today, folks. I just wanted to hop in, have a little hangout sesh as well. Overall, enjoy each other's company as we do here on the ATX Crypto channel, and just check out what's going on in the crypto world. Seeing what we got going on in the news real fast, and I'll hop over into the chat. Check it out. We want a fully decentralized stablecoin. That is pretty crazy stuff. We'll be seeing how they end up doing that as well. They are launching. They plan to launch Pure Dai, a fully decentralized stablecoin differing from Dai. Pure Dai will only use decentralized assets like Ethereum for collateral, avoiding centralized assets. The new coin will not be pegged to the US dollar, which, by the way, could be a great thing because the US dollar is going to be ending sometime probably in the next couple of decades, if not the next decade in all reality. That's what's really crazy about all this as well. Kind of goes back to that whole Civil War movie, but besides the fact that I absolutely hated it, they only had one good part, and that was basically that the dollar went to shit and that the Canadian dollar was where it's actually at. So anyways, just thought that was a little interesting thing over here. Transitioning to pure decentralization, Rue Christensen, CEO and co-founder of MakerDAO, outlined the vision of Dai. Unlike Dai, backed by various assets, including centralized ones like USDC, Pure Dai will exclusively use centralized assets such as Ethereum, Lido staked Ethereum as collateral. So pretty darn interesting. It is looking to operate solely on Ethereum's mainnet and leverage these decentralized oracles for price feeds. Pretty darn interesting stuff there, guys. The design choice aims to enhance decentralization, resilience, and catering to users, prioritizing these principles over fiat-backed stability. So, do they have a time frame on when it's going to be planning on getting launched? In addition, let me just see if they even gave any time frame on it. Unlike Pure Dai, new stable will integrate with conventional finance systems, making it more suitable for mass market adoption. The dual path strategy of introducing okay, do they give anything? No. Okay, so I don't really see any time frame on it, which is all good. Just trying to check out what they were saying overall. Brace for correction as Pepe price cools down from all-time highs. Many people got caught up once again, folks. They felt the FOMO. Pepe was going and making rallies. We just discussed it the other day where we had meme coin millionaires. He turned $3,000 into $46 million. And people hear stories like that and they absolutely FOMO in. So it's pretty interesting to see that when they do start FOMOing in and when things are at extreme greed and things are at peak euphoria, hi Delphine, I see you. It looks like that is what normally happens and people are going to do what they do. Pepe investors are observing the highest profits witnessed in more than 2 months, prompting selling. The participation of Pepe holders is largely dominated by those in profits, which substantiates selling. Again, whenever things are making new all-time highs, everyone is in profit. There's not one single person who is not in profit. Even if you bought the day before and a thing makes a new all-time high, guess what? You are in profit, just like all the other people who bought previous to you. And she is active today, y'all. She is super active. She ain't got no chill in her right now. She ain't got no chill. Pepe price breached a key resistance of 4014207, 007, I guess I could have said, which enabled the meme coin to hit a new all-time high. However, this also set the meme coin enthusiasts up for selling. This is because investors are seeing solid gains at the moment. So you can see basically everyone who has bought is basically in profit. That is essentially what you're saying. Spikes in the metric are a sign of profit taking, and this sentiment could extend to other investors as well. And so this is coming from Sentiment. Great website, lots of free resources on there, and you can see many people did basically sell whenever things were actually making new all-time highs. So surprise. She's just so active right now. I don't know what to do with her. All right, what else we got going on? What else we got going on in crypto news? Bitcoin price jumped 7.5% in 24 hours. Yep, sure did. Many people got absolutely freaking liquidated on that as well. As a matter of fact, you can see going in here and looking at the liquidation map and just checking it all out. So many people got straight liquidated on this one. So I'm just going to pull up the full liquidation data in the last 24 hours. She's like just flicking her tongue right at me. So many people have been losing a whole lot of money. Solana has been the main contender in the last hour. However, in the last 24 hours, there's been roughly about 119 million people who have gotten wrecked by going long or short on many of these tokens. You can see many people actually went long on Pepe, and guess what it started doing? Started dumping. And of course, all of those people who went long are getting absolutely freaking liquidated. So one of the best things you can do for yourself is simply to just hold the crypto. Why even bother taking on additional leverage? Yes, you can make some additional cash. Yes, you can make it a little bit faster. But so many times do you end up going the opposite way, especially if you're doing what the mainstream population thinks will happen, which when things are making new all-time highs, everyone says it's going to continue making new all-time highs. In fact, many people saw this when it came to Bitcoin. Whenever Bitcoin was going through and doing its rally and hitting $74,000 or $73,000, many people were already starting to call for $80,000, $100,000, and even $1 million Bitcoins. Many people absolutely told you this is a chance to go in. And from that point in time, they absolutely got 23% wrecked on that one. So keep that in mind. When things are making new all-time highs, everybody is in profit. It's probably a good time to be cautious. Definitely not the time to be trying to take on additional leverage, but everyone has to learn. And hopefully you just learn, and it's a small learning curve for you, let's just say. Okay. What else we got? Polygon or Matic prevents correction but re-enters consolidation. Morgan Stanley becomes one of the top GBTC holders with a $269 million investment. Speaking of, Jamie Dimon was one of those investors who have just spoken nothing but poor about Bitcoin, and then they reported on their quarterly report that they've been investing in the Bitcoin ETFs with JP Morgan Chase. How funny is that? Again, you know what they say, first they fight you, then they hate on you, then they ignore you, and then they laugh at you, and then you win, right? Something along that line. Don't quote me on that exactly, but y'all get the idea behind it. Shiba Inu may continue its uptrend as it breaks out. Yes. So that's one of the things I was talking about, because we had the whole AMC GameStop situation. A lot of these tokens who also had similar metrics around that same time are probably going to do some little breakout as well, such as like Dogecoin, such as Bed Bath and Beyond, such as Nokia. All these things are really going to end up doing it from here. She is super active today. What in the hell? Usually she's a lot more calmer, and you can just hold her in your hand the whole time and all is good. There's a report to crypto influencer recommendations lead to losses. And again, this report has actually found that many people who have been following many of these individuals, such as Crypto Differ, Rect Capital, and just to name a couple of these people, have absolutely been getting wrecked over here. So you can see how many times things were mentioned, what the tickers were, and what the average return was. And they said in the first day, it only ends up going up roughly around 1 to 3% because of the hype due to their following. After that, in the next 30 days, they all end up red. So pretty damn funny how that ends up happening, isn't it? So try not to pay too much attention to some of the individuals whenever they're promoting all of their new meme coin of the day. This is just something for you to be aware of if you are new to the crypto world. What else we got going on in crypto world? Okay. We got, let me just kind of read. Analysts say Dogecoin is set to break out. Same thing as the Shiba Inu, just like we had just talked about. $25 million sophisticated Ethereum blockchain export leads to arrest. We discussed that yesterday. There were 2 MIT individuals who ended up setting up an MEV bot and absolutely crushed it. And I think they got millions on the Ethereum network in roughly about 12 seconds. They smashed it, but because they did such a crazy job and it became such a hit, it was the largest type deal that anyone had ever seen. They, of course, got arrested. So, boo. And again, try to keep that in mind. Don't be the person who stands the fuck out on some of these things. Otherwise, they're going to be coming for you, right? There we go. She just wants to say hi, man. I really do believe that. I really do believe she just wants to say hello. She's waving her tongue. She's saying hello to all the beautiful people who are here, all the ATX Patreon members. Much love. All the YouTube members as well. Much love. Yeah, just wanted to check it all out. What's up? There you go. There you go, pretty girl. I'm sure many of y'all are, maybe not many, but I'm sure some of y'all are just scared of snakes and y'all are like, what the fuck? What have I tuned into? I could only imagine how that would end up going. And the Bitcoin Ponzi scheme paradox. Let me just kind of read this because why the F not? This is more of a hangout day, hangout sesh, hangout stream. Let me say hello to some more beautiful people. I see Tin Top in the house. Need to check out your new song. Just heard about it. Yes, sir. Cool. It's right on my channel page, pinned on Twitter. Yep. I got it on. I'm just kind of reading through the chat right now real quick. Got it in the queue. Absolutely. Drix Madison. Love it. A crypto booper. There you go. Keep buying. Is 300 million PulseX enough or keep buying? Well, of course, dude. There's always like the whole greed factor at the end of the day, right? You know, so like I always say that if it to the numbers that I can see happening, which is roughly around 1 penny to 3 pennies, that 300 million Pulse X would be sitting at somewhere in the ballpark of 3 million to $9 million, just based on the numbers that I've seen. Now let's just divide that by 10 and just say it ends up reaching 1/10 of a penny, right? And I'm just kind of using these as references for yourself. Then at that point in time, you would have $300,000 or $900,000 if it gets up to 3/10 of a penny, right? And that's still pretty damn good money. Now, could you make it easier so you don't have to get as many gains by accumulating more, especially at the prices as they currently are right now? Yes, absolutely. That could be a wonderful, wonderful thing. Matter of fact, we didn't check out prices on Pulse Chain today, so let's take a little quick gander real quick peek. Price of Pulse Chain 40597. Price of Pulse X 40254. Incentive still at $3.24. Hex sitting at 20814. And again, this is partially due to the Hex 19 wallet, from what I hear. Hex over on Ethereum currently sitting at 2019. So that ratio still maintaining this 1 to 4.3 right now. So yeah, I mean, if you can accumulate a little bit more at this point in time, because prices are pretty damn juicy right now, then go ahead and do so at this point in time. It shouldn't really hurt. Now, if you put yourself in a position where you say, man, I don't know if I can pay rent this month, or if I'm going to buy PulseX, well, you should probably take care of yourself first, right? The money can always be made in crypto. Everyone wants to make it within the first cycle, if not within the next couple of weeks. However, if you are in a long-term vision mindset type player like myself, then it may not happen for everyone this cycle. And folks, that is a-okay. If you end up waiting 5 to 8 years, that is faster than you're ever going to be able to do in the normal market. But everyone wants to do it because they hear stories of someone turning thousands of dollars into millions of dollars within the span of weeks. They want it to be them. They say, man, I don't want to wait 4 years for myself to end up getting millions of dollars. Why would I want to wait that long? When in reality, you're not making that kind of money outside of the crypto world anyways. So that's good for me. Could you make it a little bit better? For sure. Right? And that's always where I say, set yourself up 5 different levels with the 5 P's of proper preparation, preventing poor performance. The first level is something easily attainable. That's something you can come in right now today with one amount and just simply buy and just say, boom, I got 100 million PulseX, or I got, for, you know, we'll say $2,500 right now. You can say, I got myself 100 million PulseX. Cool. Then the next level, you know, you start getting up a little bit crazier from there. And this is just always one of those things that you can end up making it work for yourself. The next level should be something where you're going to have to take a little bit of time to get there, whether it be DCAing or whether it be choosing the times of when you buy, or whatever the method is that you decide to go with. The third level should be something, again, a little bit harder, a little bit more attainable, but it's going to take a little bit more time. So you just say, cool, in the next 3 months, I plan on having X amount of tokens. Then the fourth level is something that you're like, dude, this is a pretty big goal of mine, but if I can get there, I would love to be able to get there. It's going to take a lot of work. It's going to take a lot of patience. It's going to take a lot of dedication, and you have to continue to keep doing it every single day. The fifth level is something that you shoot for the moon type number. You say, man, I would love, one day, if anything came possible for me to end up at 2 billion pulse X or whatever that number is, right? Then absolutely you can get that done. So I share that because, you always want to have yourself different levels. You don't want to just typically stop when you reach the first one. So if you've been waiting during this whole time and you say, man, I had a goal and I had a goal of 100 million and now I'm just going to stop. And then you have these prices sitting where they are for the last 6 months to a year. You could have absolutely accumulated so much more. And instead you were like hoping that the 100 million was going to make it. Whereas you could make it easier for yourself and get up to 300 million, get up to 500 million. And that's always part of the goal, right? She is just absolutely freaking having time of her life right now. Aren't you, pretty girl? ATX, do you think ETH is being held down by BlackRock so BlackRock can come in? Yeah, right. No, I mean ETH's just tied with Bitcoin. So there's big sellers over on Bitcoin. It has a very strong correlation with Bitcoin. So as Bitcoin goes down, Ethereum goes down as well. It's like a 95% correlation, if not higher right now. So every single time Bitcoin's doing anything, Ethereum just follows. So if Bitcoin was to start rallying tomorrow, for example, Ethereum's going to be right there rallying behind it. Now, I don't think Ethereum or BlackRock's going to really be able to start involving themselves until an ETF gets approved. And I don't know if an ETF is going to get approved in 2024. And I don't see Ethereum being held down until the end of 2024, at least at this $3,000 price point. Could it still be below 6,000? Sure. Right. But that's something that I could definitely see being a possibility. So keeping all that in mind, just wanted to share that with one. Okay, cool. I appreciate that, man. Drake says, ATX, I hope you appreciate the shout. I hope you liked your shout out in the song for sure. Well, I appreciate that as well. Crypto bopper, not booper. Oops. I got you, man. I got you. Yeah, she's a ball python. Yeah. He's a cutie. Yeah, she is an absolute cutie. We actually have 3 snakes. So we have 2 ball pythons and 1 jungle carpet python. You're just seeing one of them right here because we had to we cleaned out her cage a little bit earlier today and wanted to have some fun making it simple. And we typically like hanging out with them for the remainder of the evening whenever she's out and about. And then I wanted to stream, so yeah. She gonna do her thing, She's just absolutely chilling and just loving life, man. As we all should, right? That's what we all should be doing anyways. Crypto Wonder in the house. What's up, my boy? Pulse don't have even 1 whale outside of the OA. People don't get it, man. Pulse doesn't even have 1 whale outside of the OA. Yeah, I mean, there's lots of whales out there, man. If you go look in the scan.pulsechain.com, like, let me just kind of see if I can pull something up real fast on that. Really just gonna hang out in my head the whole time now. Whatever. She's chilling. I'm chilling. Let me see if I can pull something up for you, my friend. ELS. And holders. I'm trying to pull something up right now. Y'all give me a sec. Cool. So this is Pulse right here, and this is a few of the wallets that are out there. One wallet in particular is holding 6.2 trillion Pulse tokens right now, which is a stupid amount. You can see the quantity of tokens right there. Then you have 369 billion, 289 billion, 194 billion, 162 billion. And the numbers go down, but even right here, I mean, you're still in the, top 20, top 30 10 billion tokens right here. And again, you start looking into the overall ranges of where they actually are. 12 billion tokens. And at current prices right now, that's quite a bit of capital still. So 12, I don't even know if I could even type that out on this calculator, man, but I'll give it a shot. 12 billion times 0.40597 is still $716 million right now. So there's still plenty of people with quite a bit of tokens in this world. And again, you can come on down here sitting at 5 billion, and any of these other whales at this point in time are pretty high up there, right? 4 billion tokens. Yeah, I'm just gonna keep her a little that's my little head right now. That's my hair right now. So we got four. I'm just gonna pull up 4619508 132. What we say times 4 zeros 562 or something like that. Yeah, 4 billion tokens, still quite a bit of tokens right now. And again, a lot of these individuals have them separated through multiple wallets and all of those as well. No, not all of them, Jamal. That's what I'm saying. Not all of them. There are several individuals who sacrifice many millions of dollars when Pulse Chain first launched, and they're included all within this mix as well because they have billions of Pulse Chain tokens. Some of them have billions of PulseX tokens, and it's all part of the games that they play. So yeah, just a little fun fact for everyone, to those of y'all who are kind of curious as to all of that data and information right there. What else we got? What else we got, man? No. All right, cool. Let's just kind of read something real fast. This is called the Bitcoin Ponzi scheme paradox, and then we'll probably be wrapping up here shortly after, folks. But detractors claim Bitcoin to be a Ponzi scheme. A history of such schemes shows this to be untrue. Yet, paradoxically, Bitcoin is being used to perpetuate the largest Ponzi scheme in history. The second report in the FUD Fighter series, powered by Hive Digital Technologies. Ponzi scheme has been a byword for all manner of financial frauds and monetary scams. When a rapid 6-month collapse erased $2 trillion of market cap in 2022, mainstream media were quick to label crypto Ponzi schemes, including Bitcoin again. Writing in the Chinese People's Daily Online Edition, they claimed ever since Satoshi Nakamoto released Bitcoin, a peer-to-peer electronic cash system, leading to the official birth of Bitcoin, debating surrounding virtual currencies has never stopped for a moment. In its essence, the author believes virtual currency is undoubtedly the largest Ponzi scheme in human history, yet the dollar is so much worse. Oh, really? Is that true? A bill was proposed to end the Fed? Is this true right here? A bill proposal to end the Fed. What's this say? I'm sure it's going to be like a little Twitter article right here is what it's going to probably pull. 1 day ago, Republican Massey introduces Federal Reserve Board Abolition Act. Woo. Congressman Thomas Massey. Shout out to you, my friend. What else we got? Representative Thomas Massey announces the introduction of HR 8421, the Federal Reserve Board Abolition Act. Let me kind of zoom on in here so that way y'all can see things maybe a little bit easier. Appreciate you sharing that, Pimp Barbecue Sauce, as always. Let me see if there's anything cool to highlight here. Here we go. Representative Massey's legislation abolishes the Board of Governors of the Federal Reserve and the Federal Reserve Banks. Monetizing debt is closely coordinated effort between the White House, Federal Reserve, Treasury Departments, Congress, big banks, and Wall Street. Representative Massey continued, through this process, retirees see their savings evaporate due to the actions of the centralized bank pursuing inflation policies that benefit the wealthy. That's true. If we really want to reduce inflation, the most effective policy is to end the Federal Reserve. It looks like there are other individuals who co-sponsor them as well from many different states. In addition to introducing the legislation, the end of the Fed, or to end the Fed, Representative Massley has also introduced HR 24, the Federal Reserve Transparency Act of 2023, to audit the financial or the Federal Reserve. Can you imagine? Can you just imagine? I can. It would be beautiful, man. It would be absolutely beautiful. Where were we over here? Okay, cool. Can Bitcoin be legitimately described as a Ponzi scheme? If so, is it really the largest Ponzi scheme in history in the rapidly developing world of tokenized assets and digital currencies? The answer is not as straightforward as you might think. In fact, we are faced with a Bitcoin paradox. As always, the origin of Ponzi schemes that comes through here. I'm just kind of read through some good stuff. Later dictionary definitions specify that the phrase means transferring money from one group of people or place to another, rather than providing extra money. If we consider a fractional reserve banking system, the likelihood that Paul's money will be banked, then the whole deposit, lending, and debt creation process, we call it fiat monetary system, starts to look distinctly fishy. Operating out of Boston, Howe offered her exclusively female clientele an enticing 8% monthly compound interest, promising a $96 profit on an initial $100 deposit after the first year. That's pretty damn spicy. In a highly misogynistic society where women's access to finance banking was limited, Howe pitched her banking business by appealing to women's sense of injustice. Funny. Howe's favored fraud would later to become known as Ponzi scheme. So it's given like a whole history lesson as to like when the Ponzi scheme came from. If they invested their weekly dividend, Miller was offering them compound interest that would ultimately provide a windfall of $1,420 for their initial $10 deposit in the first year. God dang, a 10% weekly dividend. Damn. Miller convinced his victims that he was such an astute investor he could not only indemnify their initial investment, but provide them easy riches in returns. Oh my God. Within months, Miller's magic money making machine had become the talk of Brooklyn, then New York, and soon the entire US, naming his scam the Franklin Syndicate. Wow. While it seems highly, dude, this article is long AF, man. These people have been doing Ponzi schemes all the way back from centuries ago, my friends. And it doesn't look like it's going to be stopping anytime soon. You know, I've been getting into this dude named My Lunch Break, and he's freaking fire, man. If y'all want to be watching anything out there, if you're bored in the whole world and like seeing what's going on, maybe you're bored with crypto, and instead of doing stupid shit like getting emotional and selling all of your assets to go chase something, go watch My Lunch Break. It'll get you hooked on so many different things. In fact, I thought about trying to do like a little review over here, but I don't know if that would be wise or if that would be liked or how that would even work in the first place. So keep that in mind. Yeah, this is crazy, man. This is one of those, like, this is a massive little Ponzi scheme, but this is probably about 1/4, if not 1/5 of the article of where we're actually getting into right now. Because now we're back into 1934. Allegedly, the largest Ponzi scheme in history was in 2021. In 2021, claiming Bitcoin was a Ponzi. The Brazilian computer scientist Jorge Stolfi defined the 5 primary characteristics of a Ponzi scheme. That expectation is sustained by such profits being paid to those who choose. Yeah, hold up, the wife's coming in. Echo, it's okay. Crazy stuff over here, man. Of course, Bernie Madoff was something that everyone had actually heard of himself. That was actually by far one of the largest Ponzi schemes. And of course, you end up getting it as well, where you talk about SBF as well, pulling off similar stuff like the Bernie Madoff situation, pleading guilty to 11 federal charges and including money laundering and securities frauds. Of course, sentenced to 150 years, died in prison. Surprise, surprise. Following his conviction, Madoff's family suffered a string of tragedies. Yeah. Unfortunate right there, but it is what it is, man. It is what it is. Anyways, guys, Bitcoin definitely not a Ponzi. The overall real world dollar. yeah, King J. Yes, it is a real snake on my head. Where you at, Delphine? Oh, I'm sorry. I didn't mean to hit your head like that. My bad. I'm sorry. Yeah, she's chilling. She's absolutely hooked on right now, though. Where you at? Come here. Come on. All right, she's hooked in the back right now, but that's her. Real snake. King J, much love. What else we got? I bet that's the end goal for the CBDCs. We won't need a Fed when banks themselves just issue debt. Facts. Yep. Jay here in Pulse Nation. We wear animals as hats. It's just how we roll. I've got a Shih Tzu on my head right now. Oh shoot, man, y'all funny. King J, I like it. Of course, man. We're just here chilling. It's a hangout stream today. We're just having some fun. And I thought, why not bring the snake along for the ride as well? But guys, we're gonna wrap up the stream today on this one. Didn't want to make it too long on this one. Tomorrow we're diving into some TGI Fashions Friday, and that's always fun to see. But other than that, guys, I hope y'all all have a wonderful afternoon, evening, day, and I will catch you in tomorrow's stream. Keep calm and remain strong. Peace. I want to take a minute and thank all of our Patreon members over on patreon.com. Also want to thank all the badge members for YouTube memberships and all of the subscribers. This would all not be possible